Confederate General Robert E. Lee has decided to go on the offensive. In a strange decision, he has gathered much of the Confederate Army to march on the Union position. Union soldiers at first are caught off guard, and they set up defenses quickly, but will it be enough? The Union commander is not confident. But as long as the Union soldiers defend for a small amount of time, then their soldiers farther back in the United States will be able to set up better defenses. This is the American Civil War. Hey, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy Daily Tactics here, and today I wanted to mess around again in the American Civil War mod for Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. We did this maybe 5 or 6 months ago, but I have not looked at it again for quite a while. This is not supposed to be Gettysburg, but it is a Confederate assault. This was very rare during the American Civil War for the Confederates to assault, and in fact it was their downfall when they eventually did, when Robert E. Lee chose to do the Battle of Gettysburg and actually attack the Union soldiers in Pennsylvania. That was essentially the downfall of the Confederacy. You know, they were playing a defensive war, and for some reason they decided to go offensively against the enemy, and it ultimately led to the start of their defeat. It was the turning point for the Union at that juncture in the war. This is not a recreation of Gettysburg. Maybe I'll do that in a future video, but I thought we'll just do a random Confederate offensive here. It's rare in the Civil War, but it did happen a few times. And there's, of course, Gettysburg, which is the main example most people talk about. But yeah, either way, the Union is going to be defending, the Confederates attacking here. We have cheap Confederate units in the front, and then expensive Confederate units in the back, and the Union defense is basically standard through and through. And of course, it will get more elaborate as we do more battles in this video. Either way, let's get started with the preliminary battle here. Boom, baby! All right, the Union soldiers holding tight. The first volley from both sides should be rather devastating. Yes, most of the Confederates going down, but also a lot of the Union soldiers getting hit, though less of them go down because they're a little bit more spaced out there. Uh-oh. The Union officers, it seems, have lost a number of them. A number of them have died, but the general is still alive back here, and there are still 2 officers as well. It seems like one of the Confederates has artillery. It must be Robert E. Lee. Yeah, he has artillery access, apparently. A couple of cav troopers for the Confederates moving on forward, quickly taken off his horse, de-seated. The rest of the Union soldiers still holding on tight. The artillery not doing too much. Here comes Robert E. Lee. He actually gets shot and sucked through the water there. Bye-bye, General. See you later, Robert. Oh, man, you traitor. All right, the rest of the Union coming on through here. The Confederates actually taking a run for their money here. I kind of thought this would be a quick and swift Confederate victory, but somehow the initial assault has for the most part failed. The Union down to 6 soldiers, the Confederates down to 5. This is very, very close. This could go either way here. Yikes, I think it's gonna go to the Union. How did this even happen? I am shooketh. This is kind of crazy. What the heck? How did the Union win this thing? That is insane! Absolutely insane. The Union soldiers, after their swift victory there, surprisingly, choose to do a bayonet charge, rather stupidly, against the Confederate soldiers. They chased them to a choke point where the Confederate lines are still holding. Their forward army merely left them behind. The Confederate soldiers are now lined up to face the charging Union soldiers. Alrighty then, guys, here's part 2 here. A bayonet charge from the Union soldiers here into Confederate lines. Let's see how this goes. I have a feeling very poorly. Okay, first lineup is down. Oh my god, the second lineup is down. Basically everyone is down. This is not going well at all. Oh my god. Those guys were like slaughtered so quickly. So unbelievably quickly. I want to do that again, but with more Union chargers, actually. Okay, we now have 150 Union chargers here, which is more than last time. Let's see. Okay, the first line immediately walloped. Second line coming in. I think they are also going to get somewhat walloped. Oh my god. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Yes. The bayonet charge does work this time around. I just wanted to see this again. The first battle still maintains, even if the Union wins this one, you know, we will still call this a Confederate victory. But I just wanted to double up here and get a little bonus battle here because the bayonet charge was just really cool at the beginning. I wanted to see it with more troopers and see what would happen. And well, it's actually pretty close, but the problem is the Confederates have to reload, and they're so slow at reloading that it's a bit rough. So the Union might win this one, but again, we'll still go with the initial Confederate victory for the lore of this video. Yeah, there we go. Actually, the Union barely won that, which is surprising. They had so many troopers, but then again, they were just melee units, so it makes sense. All right, but the Confederates still won the initial one, so we'll go with that as the result. So, on to the next battle. Union General and future President Ulysses S. Grant has arrived on the battlefield with a lot of troopers, per usual. He sets up 100 Union soldiers in line defensive formation. He is hoping to overwhelm the attackers with sheer numbers. But the Confederates bring more soldiers, anticipating Grant's presence. They bring 50 bayonet chargers, as well as another 50 untrained farmer soldiers, and 50 more trained Confederate riflemen. Will Grant be able to defend with his 100 Union soldiers, or will the Confederates overwhelm them? Alright gamers, final battle in this little mini-series here of the American Civil War. I've had a lot of fun doing this, actually. Be sure to hit me up in the comment section if you guys would like to see, you know, a part 2 to this or something like that, or we could do the Battle of Gettysburg, which would be very, very fun. I took an entire course on the American Civil War during, you know, my history major in college, and it was one of my favorite classes. It truly was. And yeah, it's one of my favorite topics in American history, so it's always very, very fun to go ahead and do battles in this. So why don't we go ahead and get started here. Here's Grant and his posse defending him, and then here's the formations up ahead. Let's go ahead and get this thing going, man. All right, so starting off with the Confederates, they have chargers in the front lines. Some of them are trained bayonet troopers, while others are just a bit more of like farmers, and it seems like the majority of the 50 units charging forward has already gone down. Oh! But the untrained farmers of the Confederacy do manage to snipe a good deal of the Union front line here. The Union back line is still somewhat alive, and the Confederates still have all of their riflemen left alive because the melee units took the brunt of the initial, you know, Union defense here. So that's actually a bit of a cheeky strategy there from the Confederate soldiers. Very cheeky-breeky. All right, either way, these bayonet troopers are messing with them a little bit. Grant does call in an artillery strike right there. However, it was only on 2 bayonet soldiers. That was not very intelligent of Grant. The rest of the lines for the Union already crumbling. Look how far apart this guy's eyes are. Wow, bad genetics right there. But my man is getting, you know, a shot off, and he does get a kill. So clearly he's a champ. He's got eagle eyes, baby. Oh, was that Grant? No. Grant's still alive. Grant calls in another artillery strike here. Manages to rummage up the Confederate lines a little bit here, but again, there's not many troopers left alive. Did Grant go down there? Or is that... No, that's him right there. Grant... Oh, he's having a bad time. He's having a bad day. Grant is dead. The rest of the Union is dead. And the Confederates managed to squeeze out another victory right there. I really thought the Union might have that one, but the Confederate sort of charge at the beginning absorbed so many bullets that it made it impossible for the Union soldiers to dominate against the rest of the riflemen afterwards. Even in a defensive position where you have the advantage, it was just too tough right there for them to actually manage to achieve it. So guys, that's going to be the end of this video today. Let me know in the comment section, did you enjoy this video? Did you, you know, what was your favorite part? I don't know. Comment whatever. Comment pee-pee poo-poo if you want. Who cares? Subscribe if you have not already, and be sure to smash that like button. It's really appreciated. Either way, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Let me know what you want it to be. Peace, boys! I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.